We're just heading down to the Catherine Gorge cruise, and we smelt something in the air. Got a plantation of bat trees, and they're all fruiting. Well, it started our cruise up the Catherine Gorge, but we've come to this area because of the water level. We've got to disembark here on this boat, walk around a bit further upstream and jump on another one to continue the cruise.
Thank you. Anyone from Australia here? Hands up. Nobody from Australia? Oh my goodness, I'll have to try and speak some slowly then, won't I?
Now we're about to look into the sun up here for a moment, but up in the corner I'll get into the shade and I'll tell you all about the rock formation here. But on the way, has anyone seen the movie Rogue? No? Oh, it was... Yeah, that's right, it was a crocodile one. A big crocodile was terrorising a boatload of tourists. It's apparently not such a great movie, but it had a great ending though. The tour guide survived. As I said earlier, this sandstone was laid down over 1,650 million years ago. Long time ago. Layer upon layer upon layer. It's so old, folks, we don't even find fossils in it. Also extremely hard. But being sandstone, it's also reasonably porous. Now, there are no significant minerals in this sandstone, so the colouring only comes from seepage of the iron oxides on the plateau at the top, and the black colouring from the algae that forms when the fresh water comes down. Now we'll get here and shelter a little bit, and I'll talk about this formation. This is called Gorge Sandstone Formation. Now around 120 to 20 million years ago, some geologists are saying 25 million years ago, an earthquake occurred here which shook this whole place up, and he ended up with the vertical cracks we see, creating subgorges like we see directly ahead. And to the left, look at that crack that goes right up the cliff face. Now that crack actually continues on through to the right. Look across to the right and you can see the subgorge there with all the vegetation in it. Straight ahead, another subgorge, and behind us, the continuation of this subgorge. Now, you might have noticed that they all seem to crisscross at right angles, roughly right angles. Now, it would look like if you were to take a mango, you've all sliced the cheek off a mangrove, cut it in the squares and then popped your thumbs underneath and then you can eat it. That's the same sort of action that occurred here during that earthquake. And that's the result of these gorges that crisscross roughly at right angles. If you were to fly over in one of our helicopters, looking down, it would look like a block of chocolate, squares of chocolate. So we'll wander on up and